Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Meet one of the biggest geeks that I happen to know, a gadget geek who I happen to trust at a very deep level. We met at CeBIT a few years ago, and I don't know if that video was uploaded to YouTube, my channel somewhere, but...
Unfortunately not. We had a nice discussion.
It was a really good discussion with...
You got squeezed in by two Sashas.
Yes, there's Sasha Lobo
Yeah.
and you, little Sashas and a Chris. And I was the only one who did not speak German really good. But they were gentle with me, it was all good.
It was an English panel.
Yeah, it was. I'm very grateful for that. Although I don't know if my humor is translated as well. So, Sasha, where can they find you these days?
You can find me on mobilegeeks.com or mobilegeeks.de and youtube.com/mobilegeeks, of course. That's our biggest distribution channel because it's all about videos. And yeah, as the name already tells you, it's all about mobile. So I have a bunch of mobile devices with me. Pretty old ones, actually. I'm still using the Samsung Galaxy Nexus.
Okay.
Which is over a year old, but I love it because I have this huge battery. It looks a little bit worn out, but this gives me like 36 hours of battery life. And
that's important.
I'm a heavy user, right? Especially over here at CES. You're tweeting, you're using Foursquare, you're taking pictures, you're uploading it, you're doing Google Plus or whatever. I also have a point-and shooter that I really love. That's the very last Symbian phone. It's a Nokia PureView 808 with a 41 megapixel camera. I know, it's insane.
41 megapixel camera?
It's a 41 megapixel camera. It's a PureView technology. They're using it also for the new Lumia phones right now, but they went down to 8.7 megapixel. So this is the best point and shooter that you can ever get right now. If you're looking for a point and shooter, and if you're looking for one that maybe has about a week of battery life, maybe for $300 you should get this on eBay right now. But it's Symbian. It's the very last of the Symbian phones.
Wow.
But the camera is just absolutely amazing. And therefore, you know...
Is it a Carl Zeiss lens?
Yes,
okay.
It's a Carl Zeiss lens and a 41 megapixel sensor, but I'm taking the pictures in 5 megapixels right now, because otherwise...
You would never get them anywhere.
But it just tells you a little bit about where the mobile computing market is moving to. It means cameras are so important. I mean, what are we doing with our phones? We're listening to music, we're surfing the internet, and we're taking pictures.
Yeah.
Are we actually making phone calls? No.
No.
My co-founder Nicole, whenever I tried to reach her over the phone, it never worked. But when I was sending her a message on WhatsApp, right, there she is. So I think camera technology is very, very important. And after complaining about Nokia for so many years, right, I have to give this edge to them. This is by far the best camera technology that is out there. Another very important thing is display technology. And therefore I'm using here, that's the international version of the HTC Droid DNA. That's the Butterfly, which came out in Taiwan about 3 weeks ago. And it comes with a gorgeous 5-inch 1080p display. So really HTC was the first company to release a 1080p display on a mobile phone, and it is just gorgeous.
It is.
It's a pixel density of 440 ppi, which is absolutely amazing. That means you need to have, I don't know, your 4K. It's better than a 4K 55-inch screen, right, in terms of the pixel density. So each and every smartphone flagship that's coming to the market this year, besides of course the Apple iPhone, will have a 5-inch 1080p display. So it's so interesting. I mean, in the back we actually have a 4K display. So 4K comes to the living room. By the way, it's a fantastic demo here at the AMD booth. And while 1080p shifts down to the mobile form factor. And you know what? Sooner or later 8K comes to the living room and 4K will be on the mobile device, which in my opinion is absolutely amazing. Another interesting trend, everybody seems to forget about audio in these days. And I'm not sure when Chris is uploading this one, but if you can still make it to CES, this AMD Roundhouse is absolutely amazing. It tells you a little bit about how important audio is in these days. But we're not taking care of audio in our mobile devices. And when you're watching like a thriller from the 70s and you see a bunch of people walking around with these huge ghetto blasters, right? This whole scene is gone. But I'm very, very confident that they will bring it back to the mobile devices. Like 2 years ago, I saw in R&D labs of Qualcomm a development platform with like 12 speakers in there. And they put it in the middle of a table in a room, and switched on a sound sample of a storm with rain. And I was looking for some hidden speakers in this room, and I just couldn't get it that this was coming out of the smartphone. And more manufacturers are now implementing this into their devices. For example, the other big graphic card manufacturer next to AMD, just the one that starts with an N and ends with a video.
Good one, yeah, it's good.
They were announcing a gaming console in here, and they really took some time to develop a sound system in there. That you don't have a lot of volume in a mobile device, so you really need to put some technology in there to make it sound good. Right? So this is a huge trend. I'm just looking forward to it because it's so much more fun to watch a video, a 1080p video on your mobile device, and you have a great surround audio system with it. It's so hard to kind of recreate this with a headset, even though there's one company here showing a 7.1 surround sound headset and actually it works. I mean, we've had this around for some years, right? But it was kind of faked somehow, if you compare this to a wheeled setup. But that one was amazing. But it's gonna come over to the mobile devices. Let me see what else do I have here.
In your bag of tricks.
Oh well, this is an old device. I just got this from Samsung. This is a Galaxy Note 10.1, and it's kind of the return of the stylus. We have all these. But Samsung created this tablet category, right? Is it a tablet? Is it a smartphone? Oh, this Galaxy Note came with a stylus, and it's very successful, especially in Asia for the sign language, and especially with girls, right? They have like 5.5-inch devices in their tiny little Asian hands, right? But they just love it. It's like a two-hand scenario, and I really like this device because it has an amazing capacitive touch screen, and it has, I think, 1024 levels of pressure sensitivity on there, which is amazing. If you're an artist, I'm not. I can't draw at all and can't paint at all, right? But this is something that is very interesting. Plus, I'm pretty sure that we'll see the next generation in about 6 weeks at the Mobile World Congress. So this might be interesting. Just a little sneak preview of what might happen. What else do I have?
Here's that. Then my question is: are they branding that as a stylus or an S Pen?
They're branding it as an S Pen. Give it a name, right? At the end of the day, it's a stylus, which is actually a 20-year-old technology. But right now, I think Samsung is really leading this pack because they also have the apps for it, right? So
it's true.
Why should I use a stylus if there's just no user scenario for it? There are no apps? And plus they have a Windows mode, so you can do really proper multitasking. This is something that mobile devices are lacking in general. And you remember that they tried to convince us, really, oh, this is your new PC right now. No, it's not. We're not working on an executive level that are only forwarding emails, right?
Right.
You have to create something.
Got to do something. Right.
So I've been to Vienna to the Pioneers Festival like 6 weeks ago, and there was a co-founder of TechCrunch and Robin Wouters from NextWeb and Google guy on the panel, and he tried to convince people, you know what? I do everything with my phone. I said, no, I still need to have my notebook. I like to have a desktop PC again. Actually, after 8 years, I'm gonna build my first desktop PC again.
I saw that.
I saw all these devices here. I love this 3 display setup. It's definitely gonna change the way I'm gonna create my content, and well, the level of productivity I will be on, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Multi-screen setups are just amazing. You have also these huge screens in your office. So I still believe that, no, let's keep mobile devices mobile, and let's keep desktops desktop PCs. There's a reason why they're still selling like 300 million desktop PCs a year. So of course there's somehow a post-PC era, but there's still a desktop era, and the PC, it just won't fade away. Right? And when you look at the games over here, they have the AMD boots, right?
Oh, right. The Eyefinity games? No.
Oh my god. You can't do this on a console right now. But this is definitely on a different level of build quality, image quality, and of course of performance. Right? So, but what's interesting, on this Galaxy Nexus, Ubuntu is showing the Ubuntu for smartphones here. And I think those guys could definitely go for because they have this history of creating a desktop OS. Plus, they have a Windows manager on there. So think about this Motorola Atrix, like from 2 years ago, with this docking station, and it turned into a desktop environment. With Ubuntu on it, it would be really there. I'm sorry, Google, but you can't use Android for this. Sorry, Apple, you can't use iOS for this. And I'm sorry, Microsoft. Oh, well, you have 2 operating systems. You have Windows Phone and Windows 8. Maybe Microsoft could pull it off too. Right? So yeah, that's basically what I would like to share about where mobile technology is moving to. But there's one more thing, and I think it's a very significant statement that you can get here from CES. It was quite predictable, but there was nothing completely new. But I think it's all about displays, and it doesn't matter anymore if you're rocking the smartphone, tablet, notebook, fridge display, kitchen display, TV, living room, whatever market. You need to be present on all these markets, and you need to create a seamless experience all over the displays. We have this multi-display strategy and user scenario even in our living room. Right? We're watching a movie, we're watching a TV show, and we're tweeting on our smartphone or on our tablet, or we're using our notebook just to write some things down. Right? And what you will see is that companies, the big Asian guys like Sony and Toshiba and Samsung, they're capable of doing this because they have this huge portfolio of a smartphone, tablet, notebook, living room, and kitchen displays. And maybe it's also even moving to cars, right? And then you're sitting in the living room. Oh, here's this new Jamie Oliver recipe, right? Just swipe it over to the kitchen screen, and oh gosh, I missed some ingredients, right? Just send it over to my car screen, right? So I can head over to the supermarket and get it. And I think that's the big message. It's all about displays. Even what I also love are the flexible displays. I have to this to Samsung. It's not really new. We saw the first prototypes 3 years ago, but now it's getting into a device. And it seems that they also did the PCBs, which is basically the motherboard of a smartphone. It's also somehow flexible. This is going to change the world, right? Because we can make crazy surfaces and turn them into a display. Right? And so I love that. Technology rocks, like always. And CES is a good way to see what's coming up in the next 12 months. And it's also a good way to just get a little bit angry about what you got for Christmas. Right? Because then they're showing you all the new stuff, and you just got the previous generation. Right? But that's how it is. Right? You're always going to get something new in just a couple of months.
Well, some of us get something new every couple of months.
Oh yeah, some people do that. I heard about that.
Yeah, we have an addiction, I think.
Yeah, but it's a good thing, right? It's technology. Technology is changing the world. And here's another thing. I would love to be a kid in the 21st century, to grow up with this technology and to have a chance to play around, for example, with something like the Raspberry Pi that cost $29 and build things. But I was building things out of Lego, and now you have a motherboard that has as much performance as a desktop PC 12 years ago, and it only costs you $29. It's that big. You can build your own robots with this, right? And you can build your own set-top boxes. Hey, for kids, this is an amazing world right now. Everything becomes so affordable, and therefore, I just love it. I just love the 21st century, and I just love technology.